Hello everyone, welcome to Elliott Wave Forex.com YouTube channel. This is Henry, and today I will be looking at the chart of CVX. This is Chevron oil company. Okay, and we can see this is the monthly time frame, so we are looking at the a little bit of a larger time frame for this. We can see we ended with the rally over here, made a major top here in 2014. We are calling that as a wave one. You can call this in the grand super cycle or super cycle degree, which is the one of the largest degree that you can find because it is a monthly time frame. Then you have this big three swings pullback here in the form of an ABC ended here. And then since then, so this one is the 2020 low, which is the COVID-19 low here, and then it rallies again, breaking above the previous all-time high. So now we are creating a new all-time high in 2023 before we pull down, right? So we are currently this new all-time high was last year. My bet it was in around September last year. Okay, so we have this 1 2 and we are now in the wave 3 higher, and if you just simply project the extension, typically remember wave 3 can be in the longest and the strongest, but let's say if we are just conservative, we're measuring equal leg, then this is the 100% extension, and that's why you see the pullback from this 100%, right? But regardless, because of this high structure, and we don't anticipate this to be, this cannot be like an ABC and then goes down, because stock will never be bearish in the larger time frame, right? Because it couldn't possibly go to zero or below zero, so it's always going to be bullish, and that's why I think calling this as a 1 2 and then now within the wave 3 makes sense. And now we are doing this pullback here. Now if we look at the shorter cycle, it is kind of interesting. So if I go down on the daily time frame now, you can see right here. So we start from this wave 2 here, which is the COVID-19 low 2020. So we got this 1 2 3 4 5. Now I think what is kind of interesting is this last move here. Now that one, it looks like a three waves, right? It looks like a three swing, and you don't really end a 5 waves move, right? You don't end a 5 waves move with a 3 waves, and that's why the look of it, it seems like it is doing some sort of expanded flat. So you have a new high above the previous high, but that new high subdivision is only a 3 swing, and that's why I think there's a possibility now the stock is doing some sort of flat. Now there are two types of flat when the B is above the beginning of the A. One is called expanded flat. The expanded flat, typically in the C here, is going to end below the A. That is expanded flat. And then there is another type called a running flat. In the running flat, the B leg also breaks above the beginning of the A, but the C leg doesn't break below the A. So the C in this case can end, above the A here, somewhere here maybe, before it turns higher. So but it does look as if it is doing some sort of a flat. Now it still remains bullish if you are looking at it from the long-term perspective. It is bullish against that 2020 low, $51. But if you are looking in a more medium-term outlook, then it has still it still has a possibility to extend lower now to finish a 5 waves down in the C leg here, right? So remember, the flat has a structure of a 335, so the C leg here is going to be in a 5 waves down. So we can clearly identify the 1 and 2 here, and the 3 and the 4, I don't see it yet as being developed, so I think it's still a little bit more on the downside before we end the 3 and then the 4 and the 5. So for now, let's assume this is an expanded flat, which means the C is going to end below the A. So to give a rough idea where it can possibly end, we can still use the extension here, and if you project the extension of the A and the B, you can see in the 100% is going to be 140, and then the 161.8% is going to be 109. So this is a potential area where we can find support. I know it is a big area, but we're talking about the daily time frame, and that's why it will be big, right? I mean, if we are looking at the 1 hour, the area is going to be smaller, of course, but because we are looking at the longer term, then this area is going to be a big range. So the support zone is going to be between 110, let's say 110 to 140, and from here we should be able to finish this 5 ways down here, and then starts to rally again, either going to new high or at least a big three rally. Right now, our favorite view is to go to new high again once we finish the select, and the select potentially can extend lower into this area here between 110 to 140. Alright, so that's the update from the CVX. So from time to time we will be doing an update of a stock that we don't cover, like this one. Now if you want to see which stock we cover, feel free to check our service. We have Fund Index Trial, and we cover stocks and ETF in the group 3. Okay, so see you all again next time, and have a nice day, everyone.